Hello, welcome to another inspiring math video. I am Francisco Pivara. In this video, I'll be covering hire purchase. The definition of hire purchase is a hire purchase, or HP, is a credit agreement. With hire purchase, you hire an item, a car, a laptop, a television, etc., and pay an agreed amount in monthly payments. You do not own the item until you have made the final payment. Monthly payments are known as installments. The formula for hire purchase is equal to deposit plus total monthly installments. The total monthly installments is made up of monthly installments multiplied by the number of installments. If it's 1 year, it's times 12. If it's 2 years, it's 24, and so forth. In the example that we have here, Mr. Brown will purchase a television priced at $850 at a credit agreement, which is hire purchase. So $850 is the mark price of the television. He needs to pay 20% deposit and $82 monthly for a year. That means 12 months. First, we need to find the deposit. To find the deposit, we need to say $850 multiplied by the decimal of the percent that is given as the deposit. So 20% deposit is 0.2. That would be the decimal. 850 multiplied by 0.2 gives us a total of $170. So the deposit upfront for the television is $170. Now, we need to identify the total monthly installments, all the payments that will be done in 1 year. And this is, according to the formula here, the monthly installments, which is $82, multiplied by the number of installments. 1 year is 12. So $82 every month for 1 year gives a total of $984. So that would be the total monthly installments. Now we need to identify the hire purchase. The hire purchase is the deposit plus the total monthly installments, all the installments done for the whole year. So the deposit, as we previously found out, to be $170. Then we add the total monthly installments in general, which is $984. And that gives a total of $1,154. So the hire purchase price is $1,154. Whatever the case is, if you are selling furniture or different electronical devices, so you need to identify at what price you want to sell each item. So here we have, in ours, we want to sell this chainsaw at $450. That's the price we want to sell it, okay? That's the price we want to sell it. Now, we want to identify the hire purchase plan, or we want to establish a hire purchase plan for a customer who doesn't have the $450 up front, and he will need to pay it in a whole year. Well, $450 for the chainsaw, $450 for the chainsaw, we multiply by the decimal of the percent given. So we are actually finding 25%. That gives us $112.50. So that would be the price or the amount of money that the customer needs to pay upfront so that they can take the chainsaw with them. Very good. Now we need to identify the total installments. Remember, hire purchase is deposit plus total installments. So we need to first identify what would be the balance. If the customer paid this upfront, and this is the money that he had to pay now, so there has to be a little balance because he didn't pay everything. So 450 minus the deposit with 112.50. That gives a total of $337.50. So this is the balance that the customer still needs to pay over a year or 12 months. Now, remember, we are talking about one method. There's another method to find the hire purchase plan here as well, but we are going through the first method, the first technique that we can use. So once we know the balance, we need to add a profit to the balance, okay? So as the store owner, you decide what profit you want on this chainsaw, okay? I am assuming here that the store owner wants $150 profit because he will give the customer a whole year to pay. So it could be $150, it can be $200, or it can even be $300. The store owner has to decide how much profit he is willing to wait for an entire year. So let's say that it's $150 profit that the store owner wants from this chainsaw. So when we add 150 to that, $337.50, we get a total of $487.50. So that would be the total installments, okay? That would be the total installments. Now we can easily find the hire purchase. The hire purchase is the deposit plus total installments. So the hire purchase is made up of the deposit, which is $112 at the beginning, plus the total installments, which will be $487.50. And that hire purchase is $600. So at the end of the day, not at the end of the day, sorry, at the end of the year, at the end of the year, the customer would have ended up paying $600 for a chainsaw that is priced at $450. Okay, so as you notice here, the customer, not the customer, the store owner decided to make $150 profit. So when we add $150 to that, it gives us $600. So that is one way to identify the hire purchase if you have to create this scenario. Now, if you want to create this, but using the second method, let us go through that process at this time. Let's use the same price, the mark price, $450. The mark price, $450. Remember, we are creating this hire purchase scenario. The numbers may vary. The numbers may vary. It all depends on the owner of that store who will be selling. So first of all, we want to identify the 25% of the $450, and we'll get the same answer as before because it's the same number. That's $112.50. Now the total installments will be done or broken down in a different form. First, we want to establish the balance. As usual, 450 minus 112.50. That gives us a balance of $337.50. Now here is the difference. Instead of just adding $150, we want to identify a profit by month instead of the entire year, okay? If you notice in method 1, we chose $150 as a profit on the balance in general. Now we want to identify how much we will pay, how much the customer will need to pay every month. So we need to divide by 12. What will we divide by 12? We need to divide the balance. We need to divide the balance by 12, which will be for 1 year. And that gives us $28.13. So this $28.13 is the flat rate to get back the money, but we need a profit. the customer needs to pay a profit, because you as a customer, as the store owner, you have to make a profit for a whole year. So you now need to add a profit to the monthly payment. As a store owner, you decide, okay, I want $20 profit every month, or I want $25 profit every month, maybe $30. Let's say that we will take $30. So $28.13 plus the profit every month, which is $30, $58. So this is the price that needs to be paid every month, $58.13. Now we need to find the total installments. Well, the total installments is the amount to be paid every month multiplied by the number of months. It's 1 year, so it's times 12. So 58.13 times 12 give us $697.56. So that would be the total monthly, or the total installments for the entire year. Now we can find the hire purchase. The hire purchase is made up of two things: deposit and the total installments. Okay, so the hire purchase has a deposit. We have to identify the deposit up here, which is $112.50. $112.50 plus the total installments, which is $600 right here. Let's just copy and paste that. Okay, so that gives us a hire purchase price of $810. $810.06. So at the end of the year, the customer would have paid $810.06 instead of $450. Okay, so this is method 2 for finding the hire purchase price of any item. Now you might be saying, so method 2 is more expensive. No, method 2 is not more expensive. It all depends on the price, or it all depends on the profit that you want to make. Because if you only wanted to make $10, if you only wanted to make $10 profit every month, then you know that $10 times 12 months is $120. So you will only make $120 profit. So it all depends on what you want as the owner of the store. You decide, okay, I want to make $5 profit. Well, you write $5 profit. Okay, and then you know that 5 times 12 will only give you $60 profit for the whole year. That would be less than method 1. Definitely. That will definitely be less than method 1. But it's your choice as the owner of the store. You decide what price you want to make as a profit. The higher the number you want every month, the more you will pay at the end of the year. The more the customer will pay at the end of the year. So remember, there are 2 ways to solve this problem or to create this scenario.